Ah, lovely viewers. I regret to inform you that I have no footage of today's events. I decided not to use the camera today. As such, you shall have to imagine it. It's good for your brains. Today, we went on an adventure of epic proportions. Suki and I packed into the car at around 9:30 a.m. and decided that we were going to drive to see the roaring lion at Tel Chai. The lion is a monument for the 8 Jews who died defending Tel Chai after the First World War, while it was part of the French mandate in Syria. It's beautifully sculpted. It's absolutely gorgeous. What wasn't so beautiful, though, was the bathrooms. There were holes in the ground to the septic tank, and it was just covered by a metal grate and nothing else, and the stink was coming up. It was disgusting. Before we reached the lion, though, we went down the wrong path and thought there was a footpath leading to Tel Chai. So we walked along and eventually encountered a runner. We asked him where the lion of Tel Chai was, and he said if we continued down the track, we would reach in about 40 minutes. We hadn't gone 50 meters when we started yelling, wait, I was wrong. We came back and he informed us that he had made a mistake, and then since he had wronged us, he would be more thorough. He phoned a friend who told him that the lion was in the Kibbutz Giladi graveyard. After seeing the lion, we decided it would be fun to go to Metula, which is only about 5 minutes away. Metula is the most northern town in Israel, right in the border with Lebanon. The divide is the Good Fence. That's the name. But to be honest, it was a D's fence. There was the gate was open. There were no guards. Good job, IDF. You suck. On the way there, we saw the runner walking along the road, and we contemplated offering him a ride, but we didn't. As we went into Metula, we both felt bad, so when coming back, we pulled over and asked him if he wanted a ride. It turned out he was going to a nature reserve to visit his friend, a girl who worked on the staff there. We took him there, and they let us in free of charge, though the usual cost is like 25 shekels. We walked along the trail and saw this absolutely stunning 30-meter waterfall. It cascaded down into a blue-green pool that was so clear you could see the stones that made up the basin. There are all sorts of life there, but one has to question, how the hell did they get there? Apparently the reserve did not put them there. They've, quote, always been there. On returning to the car, I bought ice cream, and then we decided that we ought to pay and support such a wonderful place. The toll booth administrator was shocked that we were honest enough to actually come back to pay him, so he charged us both child's fares, or 20 or 15 shekels each. Honesty is the best policy, children. We left the reserve and headed towards Akko. However, as we neared the restaurant where we planned to have lunch on the way there, my aunt's clutch in her car began to burn out. We could only go about 40 kilometers per hour, so we limped into the restaurant. We had a lovely lunch as we waited for the tow truck to arrive, and there was a pen with goats and a peacock in it. I know what you're thinking. I want to see your peacock. No. There was a wily male there as well. He was strutting around, and he was showing off his plumage. The female was looking literally everywhere except at him. As it was commented to me later, she knows his tricks. About 3 hours later, Danny and Jasmine picked us up after a tow truck came and left, and we made the rest of the journey to Akko. I bought presents for certain people in the shuk. No names, of course. And then we had dinner at a restaurant called Abu Cristo on the sea. And then at one point, the waiter just fully picked up my pita and threw it in the water, and all the fish swarmed it. Lovely. Anyway, so now I'm here. Tomorrow I'm going to Tzfat with my grandfather. Hopefully I will buy a razor, because this is gross. And yeah, stay tuned.